2 Thessalonians 2. Let no one deceive you, Jesus will not return until after the apostasy. The second chapter of 2 Thessalonians addresses the issue of the last days, specifically discussing the events that must precede the second coming of Jesus Christ. Note: these events have not happened yet. Jesus will not return until they have happened. In this chapter, Paul corrects some misunderstandings about the day of the Lord, highlighting the rebellion and the revelation of the man of lawlessness as key signs to watch for. Paul clarifies that the apostasy must come first, and the man of lawlessness will sit in the temple of God, displaying himself as God. The man of lawlessness, also referred to as the son of destruction, and also as the man of sin, will come and oppose God and deceive many. He will take his seat in the temple of God, displaying himself as God. He will oppose and exalt himself above every god or object of worship, and will perform signs and wonders to deceive the people. He will speak out against the Most High, and will persecute the godly. He will work lawlessness. But the good news is, he will be destroyed by the Lord Jesus when he comes in all his glory. Believers must know this, so that they will not be deceived. Exegesis by sections. Verses 1 to 2. Concerning the second coming. Paul opens the chapter by addressing the concerns of the Thessalonians regarding the second coming of Christ and the day of the Lord. There was some misconception among them that these events had already taken place. Paul urges them not to be alarmed by such rumors or letters. Verses 3 to 4. The man of lawlessness. Paul clarifies that the day of the Lord will not occur until two key events transpire. The first event is the rebellion, or apostasy, and the second is the revelation of the man of lawlessness. This figure, also called the man of sin or son of perdition, is seen as a great deceiver who will set himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God. Verses 5 to 7. Paul's reminder of the mystery of lawlessness. Paul reminds the Thessalonians that he had already told them about these things when he was with them. He mentions the mystery of lawlessness, which is already at work secretly, but is being restrained until the right time. Verses 8 to 10. The destruction of the man of lawlessness. Paul reassures the Thessalonians that the man of lawlessness will be destroyed by the manifestation of Christ's coming. He describes how the man of lawlessness will use all kinds of displays of power, through signs and false wonders, and every kind of wicked deception, to deceive those who are perishing. Verses 11 to 12. Delusion and condemnation. God, in response to the people's choice to reject the truth and take pleasure in unrighteousness, sends them a powerful delusion, so that they will believe the lie. As a result, they will be condemned. Verses 13 to 17. Thanksgiving and encouragement. The chapter concludes with Paul giving thanks to God for the Thessalonians, because God chose them to be saved through sanctification by the Spirit and belief in the truth. Paul prays that God will comfort their hearts and establish them in every good work and word. Overall summary. The second chapter of 2 Thessalonians provides important teachings about the end times, specifically the events that will precede the second coming of Jesus Christ. Paul corrects the misunderstandings regarding the day of the Lord, emphasizing the necessity of the rebellion and the unveiling of the man of lawlessness before these events can occur. While the chapter contains warnings about deception and delusion, it also reassures the Thessalonians of their salvation, and concludes with a message of encouragement and hope.